Hi, Kids Clubbers. It's story time. Welcome to story time. It's sizzling summer holes week. So I've come to the beach. I'm right by Hove seafront for story time this evening. Now, I have found something in the Bible about a place, about a country that lots of people love to go to, especially in the summer, because that's where it's sizzling hot. And it's very, very sunny. Now, see if you can guess the name of this country. I'm going to give you some clues. First of all, the capital city is called Madrid. Right? Second clue is this country is famous for a lovely dinner that they cook called paella. And third clue is the goalkeeper who plays in this country's football team is none other than the brilliant Man United goalkeeper David De Gea. So, have you guessed what country that is? If you're thinking Spain, you are absolutely right. So, yeah, it's Spain. So, Debbie and I have been to Spain. We've had some lovely holidays in Spain. And just to prove it, we've got one or two photos that we're going to show you. Here's one of Debbie in a mall, shopping mall in Tenerife, outside a shop. I bet you can't guess, there's a clue, which shop she is outside. Here's one of me in the same mall. I didn't do the shopping with Deb, certainly not in the shops that she went to. I sat and had a lovely coffee, and look at that big fat cheesecake I've got there as well. Here's a picture of Debbie and I outside a lovely restaurant. That's a nice picture, isn't it? Here's one with Debbie and a Chinese lady who was trying to sell us all these silly things that we didn't really want, okay? But she was nice and friendly. Here is a classic picture of my breakfast that I made. Poached egg on toast. Look at that breakfast, but look at the lovely view in the background, Kids Clubbers, right? And then last one is one of a swimming pool. And look, can you see? Debbie is in the swimming pool there. So we've been to Spain. I want to tell you a story tonight, Kids Clubbers, about an amazing guy in the Bible who was called Paul. He really, really wanted to go to Spain, yeah? So tonight's story time is called Off to Sunny Spain. And that is a line from a very well-known song about Spain. It goes a little bit like this. This year I'm off to sunny Spain. Y viva España. I'm going to catch the Costa Brava plane.
Okay,
Listen, the cameraman isn't allowed to speak while I'm singing, all right? So zip it up. Thank you, Deborah. So, guys, yeah, Paul wanted to go to Spain. So it's called Off to Sunny Spain. Now, what we're going to do, Kids Club, we've got 4 questions. We're going to rattle through these questions. First of all, who's this Paul guy anyway, right? Answer is he's only one of the greatest Christians who's ever lived, right? He actually wrote a lot of the New Testament of the Bible. He wasn't always a Christian himself. In fact, at one time, he was very, very anti-Christian. He had power and authority. He was very important. And he hunted down Christians and he put them in prison. And sometimes he did even worse than that. But one day, his whole life was changed. He had an amazing experience of Jesus, changed his life completely. And you can read about it in the Bible, book of Acts, chapter 9, amazing story. After that, he spent the rest of his life loving the Jesus he once hated, loving Christians who he once hated, and taking the good news of Jesus to as many towns and cities and countries as he could. So what a transformation. So that's who he was. That was Paul. Second question, right? How do we know he wanted to go to Spain? Well, easy answer. He told us, yeah? He wrote about it in a letter he wrote to Christians in a place called Rome in Italy. And he said, and I'll read you this, he said, I'm planning to see you on my way to Spain. And then a little bit later, he says, I'm going to Spain and I'll visit you on the way. So he was obviously very keen to get to Spain. Third question. Why did he want to go to Spain? Now, Kids Clubbers, mums and dads, you're probably thinking, well, he wanted to go to Spain, same reason as everyone else wants to go to Spain. Have a nice holiday. And you might be thinking, well, all this hard work of going from place to place and telling all these people about Jesus, he was very tired from that. So he wanted to go to Spain, get a bit of sun, maybe lie on the beach at Marbella or Benidorm or Torremolinos and soak up a bit of sun, maybe watch a little bit of Spanish football, maybe go and see Real Madrid or Barcelona, maybe eat some paella or some lovely Spanish omelettes. Have a nice holiday. But Kidz Clubbers, actually, Paul didn't want a holiday. He was going to Spain not because he wanted a holiday, but for a much more important reason. He was going because he had a passion ever since that amazing experience of Jesus that I told you about, which changed his life. His passion was to go and tell as many people as possible about Jesus as he could. That's why he wanted to go to Spain. He wanted to go there to tell the people, like Spaniards, people who live in Spain, all about Jesus. That's what his passion was. That's why he wanted to go to Spain. Fourth question, last question. How did he get on when he was there? Well, Kidz Clubbers, we don't actually know if he got there or not. The Bible doesn't say. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. So we can't answer that question because he may not have even got to Spain. We know he wanted to go, but whether he did or not, we're not quite sure. Okay. So those are the 4 questions. Kidz Clubbers, just want to go back to our Bible bit for a second. It was God is good and his love carries on forever. God is good and his love carries on forever and ever and ever and ever. That was the message that Paul took wherever he went, towns and cities, different countries. He would tell people about God's amazing love and he encouraged them, he invited them to open up their hearts and lives to Jesus so they could experience the same wonderful love that he had experienced from Jesus, the same peace, the same joy, the same wisdom, the same power, the same patience, the same relationship with Jesus. He wanted other people to experience that as he had. Now, Kidz Clubbers, you know, when something fantastic happens to you, yeah, you just want to tell other people, don't you? Yeah. So if you score the winning goal in an important football match, you go home, you want to tell your family, you want to tell your friend. If you get fantastic grades in a piece of schoolwork that you do, you get like a really good mark. You want to tell people, wow, look at what I got in my history or my maths or whatever. If you see your favorite singer or your favorite band in a concert, you want to tell everyone if you got on a fantastic holiday, oh, I went to Disney World and it was so, if you think something is brilliant, you want to tell other people. For Paul, the best thing that ever happened to him was he came to know Jesus. That changed his life. And so that's the reason he wanted to go around telling as many people as possible what had happened to him. He wanted to share that so others could experience that as well. So Kidz Clubbers, now you know why Paul really wanted to be off to sunny Spain. Viva España. Now you know. Now you know. Kidz Clubbers, that was his passion. That's what he loved doing, telling people about Jesus. It changed his life. Kidz Clubbers, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And now we're going to hand back and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.